Color grading is something that can be really daunting and difficult if you don't know what you're doing. And in this video, I'm going to actually show you what my workflow is for all of the clips that I get with my DJI Pocket 3. This can be used for other cameras as well, but this is going to be specifically focused on the DJI, everything from what settings I have on my actual camera to how I actually process that in the video editing software that I use. If you enjoy this video, please feel free to give it a like, and give me a sub if you haven't already. And if you have any other questions, leave a comment and I'll get back to you. Honestly, I may make a video about it, but at the very least, I'll get back to you in the comment section. With that, yeah, enjoy today's vlog. For the past week, I've got a decent amount of things from TikTok Shop. The companies, I found like it comes in waves for companies like wanting to send stuff, but when they do, it makes it really, it can be kind of stressful when you have like 6 of them approved at once. Like right now I have like 9 videos that have to be made. Savannah normally opens these boxes because she, well, I really don't care, and she cares more about it than I do.
Oh, that's gonna be nice.
I needed cables for a new microphone, and this is the only place that had short-ish cables. It's a local camera shop, so. After we went to the camera shop, we were supposed to go to, Savannah wanted to go to like Home Goods and a couple of other places, but once we finished, we just realized it. We just didn't really want to drive all the way out there, so we ended up going home. I installed my new cable, configured my new case. Actually, the case I was getting was actually for the Pocket 3, just because I wanted to store the Pocket 3 with the tripod. I've been getting a lot of questions on what color profiles I actually shoot with this Osmo to get it to look the way it does. And in this video, I figured I'm going to go over that and the whole process from shooting, like the settings I have on the camera, to actually editing in Premiere, which is what I currently use. We're shooting a wedding, and it's a video wedding, and we have a couple of like second shooters just and everything. I feel like recently we've had a lot of just the full-blown, like you have like Savannah and I, and then 2 shooters, like we have 4 shooters all together, which honestly I don't really mind. That's what we're doing today. Right now we're getting coffee, but later today, like at 1, we're shooting a wedding. All that footage that you just saw was on the DJI Osmo Pocket, and before I get into what I actually do in the DAW, I figured I would show you the settings on the actual camera. If you notice, the screen looks kind of gray and mushy, and that's because I'm recording in, it's called a log profile, and basically what that allows me to do is get more dynamic range out of this camera. And to enable that, you're going to swipe left, click the Pro mode, and then go to color, and you can like cycle through a bunch of different ones. I have it on D-Log, and then for exposure, I just have it on auto. White balance is just on auto. The focus mode is just on continuous, which is what it actually came with. And then the only other thing that I do is the adjustment right here. It's going to be, I just bring the sharpness down so it looks less action cammy. And honestly, other than that, that's pretty much all I'm doing. I'm not using any ND filters or anything, because again, the point of this camera is to be really easy to use, and like I don't want to deal with all the things that come with ND filters, and anything else that can slow me down is not what I want. If I'm going to do that, I might as well use this camera, which is my Sony. Now that we have all that figured out, I'm going to show you what I actually do in the DAW. It's pretty simple. It's not super difficult. All right, we're in Premiere, and you'll notice that I have it really simplified. The objective of this is to make it as streamlined as I possibly can with getting the best possible image. And when you're looking at this timeline, you'll see that the clip is down here, right here, and it's below 2 adjustment layers. The adjustment layers is actually how I'm going to color grade. The first one is going to be just a conversion LUT, so it'll convert that log to like a Rec 709. And the conversion LUT that I'm actually using is the one that you can just download from DJI's website. It's called like Osmo Pocket 3. Just Google DJI Osmo Pocket 3 conversion LUT and it'll show up. It's free. The second one is going to be like my look LUT, and that one is going to be how I keep everything looking universal. So if I'm shooting on a drone or another camera or like my iPhone or something like that, they're all going to have slightly different color profiles, and this look LUT is going to be how I keep them all looking uniform and how I make it look like my kind of style. It's not going to be much. It's going to be really, really simple, but that's kind of the point of these LUTs. This is actually from another content creator on YouTube. Savannah and I actually use all of his stuff for every video that we do, but if I toggle it on and off, you'll kind of see the colors just focus a little bit more, and they're a little bit more, they pop a little bit. And it's just, the intensity is down to 20%. I have it on the creative tab because I found that it does something in Premiere to where it makes it looks a little bit better. But yeah, that's pretty much it. The only other thing that I do is I just adjust exposure or white balance if it is slightly off from clip to clip. But yeah, that's pretty much what I do for every single video. And it doesn't matter if it's on this Pocket 3 or something a little bit more expensive like this. I do this for every single camera that I have. But that's what I do for the Pocket 3. There are a couple of other tricks that I'll share later. Right now I actually don't have time because again, we're shooting a wedding, so I have to get ready for that. But yeah. When you do something for a job or you do something a lot, typically the one thing that rises to the top, the thing that's the most important out of everything else, over specs and over how good a camera could be in theory with perfect lighting and everything else, is practicality. How practical is it, and can it give me a stable, solid image? And I think that's where a lot of people with color grading get kind of hung up, because they don't really know, or they don't have systems built in place to help them be successful and taking advantage of using a log profile. Like I showed you with how I color grade and the 2 adjustment layers, that's a system that just works for me. I don't know if it's going to work for you. I don't know if it works for everybody, but with the combination of how I have my Pocket 3 set up and how I have my adjustment layers and everything else in my Premiere Pro template, that works incredibly well for me, and it's incredibly effective. We're wrapping up. We have just over an hour left. We're done at 9:30. It's 8:22. Wedding's gone good so far. I didn't realize this, but this wedding, we're literally using 3 separate cameras for video. We're using this Pocket 3, which has its own like color scheme and color profiles and its own log profile. We're using my Sony a7S III, which has its own, and we're also using a Canon R6. Hopefully that helped you. Last night we got home from the wedding, and it wasn't too bad. It was like a 30-minute drive, and we got done at 10, so we got home like before 11, which isn't terrible. The ones that make it, the ones that get really, really rough is when you start at 12 and you're done at 11, and it's an hour drive. So the only other thing that I really have to do for the wedding is dump all the footage from, I think it's the four cameras that we used yesterday, and that's not a big issue. The most nerve-wracking part, honestly, is that just making sure that all the footage gets to where it's supposed to go, especially if you're going to be formatting things, which I probably will be, just because when we edit, typically it takes, from us shooting the wedding to actually delivering the product, it's about a 4 to 5 month process, meaning I'm not going to be touching it for a while. So I want to make sure that all of the footage is there before I delete it, and save to multiple places, not just one hard drive. We haven't lost anything yet. We've come close, but we haven't yet, and I would like to keep that track record. So that's pretty much what settings I have and how I process my footage with the DJI Osmo Pocket 3. If you found this helpful, then please let me know. And if you have any other questions, feel free to put them down below. Or if you do something different that I'm not aware of with the Pocket 3 that gets better images for you or whatever, let me know. And with that, I'll see you guys in the next video.